Got the mail.
I'm so glad you're home.
Me too. Work sucked. Hey, what's that?
It's your anniversary present.
My anniversary present.
Did you forget again?
Not entirely.
Listen, I can understand when you forget to feed the dog or when you forget to put the toilet seat down, but I've even forgiven you for getting our wedding cake and having to buy ice cream sandwiches instead. This is our day. It's special, and I marked it on every single calendar in the house. I mentioned it to you last night before you passed out. Honey.
What?
Don't forget what tomorrow is.
Of course not. It's leftover meatloaf day.
I even wrote it in ketchup on the meatloaf I set out for you.
Honey, I'm sorry.
Sometimes I feel like you can't remember anything.
It's not true.
What flowers did you buy me on our first date? And what song did you play at the jukebox?
The song we played?
I bet you can't even remember what food you ordered me. Mr. Take Charge and Impress Me?
Honey, that was a long time ago. How do you expect me to remember every detail?
Give me one detail from our first date, just one. All right, I'll make it easy. Where did we go after dinner?
Well, baby, that's where the night got really memorable.
Is that right?
Yeah. Took you up to Lover's Hill, and then, you know.
No, what?
We totally hooked up.
No, we didn't.
Are you kidding me? How could you forget that? And afterwards we cuddled up and drew constellations in the stars.
That's very romantic, but it wasn't with me.
Of course it was.
Hey David, hi.
Roy, it's not really a good time.
I'll be quick. Hey, can I borrow your weed whacker? Had to fend a skunk off with mine. Got ugly. Don't really want to talk about it.
Yeah, sure, man. Whatever. Hey, do me a favor before you go. Remember that time that I took that girl to Lover's Hill on the first date and we totally hooked up?
Yeah, I remember.
Well, would you mind telling Cindy that it was her?
No can do, cause that was my sister.
What?
Huh?
Ah, and you said you would never bring that up again.
No, that can't be right.
I threatened your life. How could you forget?
David, you're ridiculous.
Ugh.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, I just couldn't control myself.
I know you want to defend your sister and everything, but that's not okay in my house.
I'm really sorry, Cindy. I don't know what came over me.
Babe, are you okay? You're bleeding.
It's not so bad. I remember.
Remember what?
Everything. Like the flowers that I got you on our first date, they weren't flowers. It was a bonsai tree in the shape of a heart. Then I got a little overzealous trimming it and ended up looking more like a kidney bean. But in the song that I played for you, it was TLC's Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls, and you know what? We didn't. But your mouth might have turned into a bit of a waterfall when I ordered for you that night, because I remember it was a big, juicy, thick ribeye steak with extra potatoes and extra gravy. I just didn't want you to like order a salad and think that I would worry if you ended up getting fat one day, even though I might, mind a little bit. But I did end up taking you up to Lover's Hill, but it wasn't to get busy. It was to recite to you a poem. It went a little something like this. Do you believe in love at first sight? Only time will tell, but this feels right. By your odd beauty, my speech fails. Do you believe in fairy tales?
There's more to us than there might seem. I thought I once saw you in a dream.
How do you know that poem?
I wrote it. David here borrowed it because girls ate it up. Girls like my sister.
Hey, you're not gonna hit me again, right, buddy?
Not in my house. So, about that weed whacker.